We are here checking out Questmaster, which is a dungeon builder highly inspired by Zelda. So what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so Questmaster is like the ultimate Mario Maker / Zelda crossover. It allows you to make dungeons yourself, overworlds, local co-op for up to 3 players, building and playing. And you can also explore the campaign, which is a 4 to 6 hour single-player story dungeon exploration adventure. And you can also explore Castle Town, which is a complete, full-on outside area with lots of side activities, houses, mini-games, NPCs, and rings to collect.
So you mentioned that one of the things that people weren't realizing about this game was really how robust the creator was. So you can tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. So the Dungeon Maker is like the essence of the game. So it's like what I always imagine it to be is like I try to polish both play and maker mode as much as possible, like equally, because you kind of have this like divide with players. Some only like to make dungeons, some only like to play dungeons. But like for both, the experience needs to be like as robust as possible. So what I believe is that our game has like the best dungeon maker for sure. And you can have your dungeons as big as possible. There's no limits for that. You can make as many floors as possible. There's so many interactions between the items, and you can make so like complex puzzles, and you can have. There's so many possibilities. I can't even like write them down or like even like have them in my head because I always forget things that I add because it's so much. And like people discover those things, and like people even like discover things that are like kind of unintended or like emergent from like all the systems I create. It's so cool.
So how long has this been in development, and do you have a planned release date ahead?
Yeah, so it's interesting. The game has been in development for like about 3 years. And I made it initially as like an actual Zelda Maker fan game with like Zelda art, which would have been taken down by Nintendo really fast, I bet. So I decided to make it like an own IP, right, with Questmaster. So we're planning to release the game very, very soon. And from there we'll launch into early access, have very frequent content updates. We plan to have a very like rapid development cycle in early access because people tend to like steer away from early access because many games tend to get stuck in there, like, right, even abandoned. So we try to like have the game be as polished and as ready as possible as soon as possible.
And if people want more information on the game, where can they get it?
They can get it on Steam. So wishlist the game for sure. It's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux, Steam Deck as well. Coming for Switch down the line as well, and hopefully other platforms too.